A new study conducted by the Kenya Medical Research Institute has found that raw pork and poultry meat sold in supermarkets are contaminated with bacterial pathogens, posing a risk of foodborne illnesses to consumers. According to the study, the contamination could be through the extensive use of antibiotics for preservation. I know there was a case like this that, I think it was about 2 years ago. Yeah. Was it?
Yes.
Was it 2? It was before Corona.
It was maybe 3. Actually, you're right. It was right before Corona. So like 2019, probably.
Yeah. And we saw how people reacted to that. And I feel like, we become desensitized. Tunaanza kuzizoea. You see some of these stories, you're like, oh, kama ile ingine, I don't know. But Macho, why are you
something, Amina? The entire world is still puzzled and, flabbergasted, if not perturbed, by how as Kenyans, Africans, we survived the COVID pandemic. These are some of the things that they've been putting in our food we have been consuming every single day. Ndio sababu immunity yetu iko vile iko. Tuko na makemiko mingi, mauchafu mingi, ziko kwa mpaka zinakata antibiotics. These antibiotics are only weak. They are for weak people. They are for the weak people who are out not in Kenya. Lakini wacha nikwambie kitu moja. Kama mahali unaishi hauna local ambayo kuna mtu wa pork na kuna ule mtu anachinja kuku hapo, ukiona awe hama ishi karibu na hao watu. That is the only way to save yourself.
I feel like I'm like on the complete opposite tangent of Mato, because that antibiotic resistance is what is going to kill us, because we're ingesting antibiotics every day. And now when things mutate, you have to take a bigger dose, larger dose. And some things are just completely resistant to the point that you cannot cure them. And that's how like we go off as a species. You see like those zombie movies and it's like something is spreading and you can't cure it. That's exactly what I would look like in real life. So I worry for our future. I do think if we were a serious country, they would recall or stop these supermarkets from selling pork and chicken that's contaminated. If we were a serious country, in serious places, that's what they do. If it's contaminated, you recall all the products, you take away their licenses for serving meat or food or dairy or anything else until they meet the required standards. But all we get is a little warning, like, by the way, it's an antibiotics mob. You just decide what you'll do on your own.
Maria has just called us jokers.
We honestly, we are.
No, but it's true, Maria. You do realize that Volkswagen recalled a couple of cars because they had a scandal in the US. And those cars are very much in Kenya.
Yeah.
Moving around very, very boldly.
Even fertilizers that we use, so many of them are banned internationally.
Oh, yes.
But free for all.
I think Siri tu ni usituambie. Kama hujui kitu iweze kuaffect. Enda chukua tu.
Can't kill you.
Wakishaanza kukuambia ndio sasa shida inatokea. Usijue.
Chukua tu money. They should not research.
Usiangalie hata expiry. Weka hapo.
Wewe nunua tu. Funga macho, uweke kwa cart.